Hey guys, it's Melanie. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of an eyeshadow palette purge. I woke up inspired. This was not the video I was planning on doing today, but I'm just kind of inspired to be like out with the old, in with the new. I know that the holidays are coming up and there are a few things that I'm planning on picking up for my collection. However, I made the commitment that if I'm going to be bringing things in, I need to also get rid of some things at the same time. Eyeshadow palettes are something that I have just a slight obsession with. I'll give you guys a little bit better overview here so you can see everything that is in this collection here. I also have quite a number of eyeshadow singles and quads and quints and stuff like that. That is not going to be featured in this particular video. This is just focusing on my larger palettes. My goal is to try to get rid of at least 4, maybe 5 eyeshadow palettes today. We'll see how it goes. This is difficult for me because I really do love palettes. I'm kind of a palette sucker. However, I don't need all of these, and especially since there's a few new things that I'm planning on picking up, I can definitely afford to get rid of some of this stuff. Before anyone says, please send it to me, anything that I declutter, I usually end up passing along to my nieces. They are in college and in high school, and I think it's fun for them to get this kind of stuff. They really like playing with the makeup, and you know, whatever they don't want, they can just, you know, either pass along to their friends or throw away. I honestly don't care at that point. I sanitize everything before I give it to them, and the way that I do that is I basically will take the palette, I open it up, and I take 91% alcohol just from the drugstore. I put it in a mister and I spray the top of the eyeshadows a couple times. I let it dry and then they are usually good to go. So yeah, I feel very comfortable passing them along to my nieces. I don't sell them, so and I don't just send them to random people on the internet, so please don't ask. You might be rolling your eyes, but you would not be surprised how many times I have had comments on declutter videos where people are like, please, please just send me your used makeup. I'm not going to do that, so don't ask. Okay, so let's try to figure out what I can get rid of here. I'm going to go ahead and start on this end. I'm hoping that you guys can see here. First thing I'm going to grab is this Too Faced Naked Eye palette. By the way, pardon my nails. I am still in wedding season and they are in rough shape. So yeah. This I've gotten a fair amount of use out of. I'm just not using it at all lately though. It's a great palette, but I knew looking in my collection when I pulled this out that this was probably going to be one of the first to go. I think it's a very pretty palette. However, I love the Natural Matte palette. This guy right here, so much more. I feel like the formula of this is, you know, 100 times better than the formula of the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and decide to keep this and get rid of that. Another thing that I know right away that I can get rid of is this Buff collection from Pure Cosmetics. This actually came in a Boxycharm. And I think I only swatched this twice. The reason is that the formulation, just from swatching it, seems very similar to my original Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to be getting rid of that one too. I'll pull that up here in a minute. But I have colors very similar to this in some of my other palettes where I like the formulation better. So this will go to a good home. It's not a bad formula, it's just not my favorite formulation, so I'm going to give this to someone who can get some better use out of it than I can, because this has just honestly been sitting since I got it in my Boxycharm. So there's 2 palettes right there. I think that I can also let go of the Shady Lady from the Balm. I got quite a bit of use out of this. In fact, on one of the shades, Devilish Danielle down there, you can see I hit pan. I I don't know. These shades don't really appeal to me. I do like this color right here, just this once Jamie. It's a beautiful taupe, but I have lots of taupe eyeshadows, so I'm not going to keep an entire palette for just this one shade. I'm going to clean this up, sanitize it, and pass it along because there's still a lot of life in a lot of these shades. Honestly, I don't think I ever used this. I maybe used this once and maybe this once. So there's a whole lot of eyeshadow there that somebody else can get some use out of. So we're going to pass that along. What else can I get rid of? So I've got the two Tartelette palettes here, Tartelette and Bloom in the original. I really like that. This I was kind of contemplating on, this guy right here. This is the Mint. Oh, I can't even read the back anymore. It was a limited edition, like, mint packaging from Lorac. I'm still going to keep it. It's got some mattes on this side, some shimmers, and then some highlighter blush type products in the middle. I really like the formula, and this was just, I think, a really pretty collection. So I think I'm going to keep it for now, but I need to start using it a little bit more. If I don't, then I'm going to have to get rid of it. So there's that. Still use all of my Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. That Stila one is limited edition from a long time ago, and I actually really like that. That has Kitten in it, which is one of my favorite Stila eyeshadows. This is one of the few holiday limited edition things that I've kept from Too Faced because I think this one was really, really pretty. I'm not planning on getting any of the Too Faced holiday stuff this year because honestly, they're just going to use all these same shades again, so there's no need. But this was a few of my favorite things from a couple years ago. I do still pull this out from time to time, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I am kind of debating on this Lorac eyeshadow, the Nude Necessities. So this was a limited edition. Honestly, these all just look the same once I get them on the eye. They're really pretty. The formula's okay. It's not the typical Lorac Pro formula, but it's okay. I might keep it around for, sometimes my friends will ask me to do their makeup for special events. I think I might keep this for that because it's really neutral, and most of my girlfriends are super laid back and don't do crazy makeup at all. So this might be something good to keep for that. So I'll keep this for now, but I have to be able to use it in the next year or two in order to justify keeping it. I'm kind of on the fence about this guy right here. I think I want to use it just a little bit more because I really like the shades. This also came in a Boxycharm. This does have some pretty colors in it, so I need to make an effort to pull this out in the next couple of months. If I don't, I might get rid of this in the new year. So this is on my watch list right here. Because I just don't know that this is something I'm going to reach for long term. I think the formula is good, but once again, just not something that I've been grabbing for regularly. Another thing that is on my watch list is actually, you guys, it's all the Boxycharm stuff. This Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. So I recently did a Get Ready With Me featuring this, and I said that I really liked it when I put the shades on my lid, but it wasn't super great in terms of applying with a brush. So this is just on my, you know, keep an eye on this one list, because if I don't use this heavily before the start of the new year, it's gonna go in the pile with this guy over here. So these are the two that I'm needing to start really using and evaluating to see if I actually love them. So, which I think is fair, you know, just kind of watch certain items. If you don't end up using them, then you should probably get rid of them. All of these other things here I reach for pretty regularly in my weekly beauty basket. Okay, let's get to the tough ones over here, because I'm just going to move you guys up. By the way, that's Lola over there. She's helping me out today with this little declutter. The Nakeds. All right, so obviously I have the original Naked 2 and Naked 3 there. I never invested in the Urban Decay Naked Heat. I never got the smoky one. I just kind of lost interest in the Naked series because after the first one, I think the formulations started kind of going downhill. Honestly, I still love this, and I'm going to keep this for sure. This was, I mean, this was like the original from like back in the day, right? Like I bought this as soon as it was released. I still really enjoy this, even though I like cooler eyeshadow shades. I love the formulation of these. So I don't know what they changed, but I swear that it's not the same formulation with the subsequent shadows. So I'm going to keep the original Naked for sure, but I'm going to get rid of these too. I knew that this was going to be coming. Sorry, I have to make myself comfortable here. This is very awkward. So Naked 2. I really love a lot of these shades. These are right up my alley. However, I just don't like the formula. I find it to be fairly patchy, not super easy to blend, and not that pigmented. So, I mean, I love this shade Tease. This is like the perfect crease shade for me, but I can hardly get it to show up. So I'm just not going to continue to store these palettes because I haven't reached for them in over a year, and it's just not worth keeping. So Naked 2, we're going to clean you up and pass you along. Naked 3. Okay, so just like the Pure Buff collection there. Same thing. You guys, this is barely touched. I've tried to use a lot of these, but they're just like, this is really, really chunky. It's pretty, but it's just chunky, and it doesn't go on well with using brushes. And I have to be able to apply my shades with brushes. I mean, I don't mind doing the lid shade with my fingers, but I don't want to have to do that for every single shade in here. That's just not worth it to me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, sanitize it, and pass it along to my nieces as well. So, yeah, I don't love it. I really don't. And honestly, a lot of these same shades are in both of my Lorac Mega Pros. I do intend on getting the newest Mega Pro. I don't know when that is going to be released. I'm sure it's going to be a holiday release. So probably within the next month or so. I do intend on getting that, and that once again has some nice rosy shades. I also have some really nice rosy shades in my Lorac Pro 3. I really love this, and I also have the unzipped over there, so I can get what I need in terms of rosy shades from both of those. So anything else that I think I can get rid of here? Let's see. I don't think so. Like I said, the rest of this stuff I've been wearing on a pretty regular basis. So, yeah, I'm excited to see actually what Bare Minerals comes out with for the holiday time. I do really love their holiday collections. I think that the shades are very beautiful. And I feel like Bare Minerals does a really good job of incorporating both warms and cooler shades in their palettes. Most companies, I think, tend to favor warm shades because that's what's most popular. But here you've got some nice cooler tones mixed with some more neutrals, and then there's some blushes and some face powders in here. Just, I feel like Bare Minerals does really great holiday collections. So, and I find the quality to be really nice. But yeah, all of this other stuff here, I wear pretty regularly. So let's see, what did we get rid of? We got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 palettes. That was kind of my goal here, and I found that pretty easy to do. I have 2 on a watch list for possibly leaving me in the new year if I don't reach for them regularly. And this one, we'll say this one's a little bit of an iffy one as well. I mean, like I said, I'd love to keep it just to be able to do some makeup for my friends because, you know, they don't usually want crazy looks. So this might be good for that. But Also, you know, I don't do it often enough to justify keeping this around forever, so we'll see. We'll put it on the watch list. But yeah, that is it. I feel really good about the rest of this, and I don't intend on bringing in more than 3 eyeshadow palettes in the next little bit here. Like I said, I'm going to see what Bare Minerals comes out with. I do know that I want the Peach Matte eyeshadow palette from Too Faced, so I'm definitely interested in that. But as far as everything else goes, I don't really have much of an interest, so I'm not going to be picking up anything from Tarte or Too Faced. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And I'm going to pack up these palettes for my nieces. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.